Hello, this is my assessment for the closet project, my reflection, excuse me. So, this one was an interesting challenge because I remembered the fact that I don't really know what my personal style is, so it was kind of hard to shop for myself because I don't really remember what I don't have a designated personal style. I don't fit into one category. So it was hard to figure out what places did I want to shop at, what places did I think would have the type of stuff that I usually lean towards, which interestingly enough, I ended up only shopping at one place, and that's H&M. I shopped on their Conscious line, just the Conscious line. And I was able to find an entire closet full of clothing for that. And I'm super excited for what I found because I think it means more to me that I was able to find things that are actually practical and realistic. It's not hundreds and hundreds of dollars for one item. I think the most amount is $70 for a nice jacket, and I personally trust H&M's quality, and their Conscious line is definitely the step in the right direction for sustainability. And I like H&M. They have the Higg index on the website right under the sustainability tab. So easy to access. So they're transparent, and I appreciate that, considering what I've been learning through doing all of the charting for the different oh my god, why am I blanking on the Higg, the CDP and thesis, that stuff. So yeah, and I am gonna keep this list because I'm gonna now shop off of it, because this is all the clothes that I really, really like. There's a lot of sophisticated but easily able to dress it up, dress it down, or dress it sideways. There's some I like multifunctioning stuff. I've dressed up this little Universal Studios jacket that I took from my mom in so many ways. I've dressed down nicer outfits by throwing this on. Right now I'm wearing crop top and leggings, and it's just been keeping me warm, and it's nice and lightweight, and it's stuff like that I found actually one of these type of shirts in black. I did find one of those. Let's see. So what was my approach to being sustainable? My approach was definitely like I said, there being some sort of transparency and comfort knowing that the company is not trying to pull a fast one on me. And I don't know, when I was looking up different brands to shop off on the websites, they were actually kind of confusing. I can't remember what the name of it was, but there was this one that its website, it would show the collections, but I guess it must have been some selective drops because I couldn't access any of the clothing that was on it, and it was for streetwear stuff, so the oversized t-shirts that I like. But I was able to find that all at H&M. There is very the Conscious line that they have is diverse in their types of clothing. They have the boho, they have the sophisticated, they have the workwear, they have the loungewear, they have all of it. Did I face any availability barriers? Actually, no. Everything that I really liked, they all had in stock, which I thought that was nice. A lot of the things that are on the Conscious line are online only pieces. That was one thing I definitely noticed. The total cost of this wardrobe, I have to calculate that, but I saved everything. It's definitely, my guess is about $500-$700, but I will see if I can figure out a way to add this. And how long did it take me to find this stuff? Well, considering it was just the one store, and after I narrowed it down that I didn't want to shop at the other stores, it took me 3-4 hours to go through the whole page. They had about 1,500 different styles to choose from, and I do understand that that can be sort of like suspicious, because like one of the things we talked about is like the overproduction, which that is something that slightly worries me with H&M, but I want to go through the Higg Index, and now that I actually have the opportunity to do that. So that's what I really like about it, is that they give you the opportunity to learn what they're trying to do. Yeah. And then the total cost. Were there products or tools that might have helped you make better choices? I mean, I tried using the app Good On You, or like website/app interface, to see what their like top picks for sustainability, like clothing brands and stuff like that were. And I don't know, I didn't really find it useful, because like all of that stuff is just not practical for me. Like, I understand that like cost wasn't really a barrier in this, but if I'm gonna shop, I'm gonna be realistic for myself. It made me very overwhelmed, extremely overwhelmed, when I was trying to look at all the different websites. I went on like Stella McCartney and like the Real to see like what stuff could I consign, or what stuff does this luxury brand have, and it's just like, that's not me. I don't have that kind of money, so it just like, it put me off, so I didn't feel like I could actually find stuff that I liked, because all I saw was the cost. Whereas with H&M, I felt like I could actually like really look at the clothes, determine if I liked them, and then felt comfortable being able to say, I would actually want this. And like I said earlier, a lot of this is now on my Christmas list, so that's awesome. And my parents don't have to work so hard to guess for me now. Based on my experience, where do I think responsibility begins and ends for consumers and brands? Oh my goodness. Well, definitely for the consumer, it begins and ends with purchasing power, because that's like, our money is how we tell these companies what we like, what we don't like. Whenever I shop with H&M, I only buy really the conscious line stuff. I don't buy their other stuff, because I want them to know that I don't want the regular, I want the conscious. I want them to like shift, moving their production from like having this separate thing being conscious and having the I don't know what to, the basic, I don't know, the unconscious wear. Like, it doesn't need to be so prevalent, because if they can do those styles but make them in more like recycled polyesters, like organic cottons and like stuff like that, then like, it's possible, it's feasible, it's doable, they're able to keep the price down, do it. Responsibility begins with the brand. Oh goodness. Starts at the beginning, the very beginning. I mean, like their ideas. It begins and ends with how they manufacture their ideas, with how they decide to, like, what material are they going to use, what are they gonna do with their wastewater, what are they gonna do with the dyes that they use, are they gonna do digital printing, are they gonna use the screen printing, are they gonna use dyes that can be recycled in water, are they gonna just, like, all the stuff like that. It's all part of the process of creating clothing, and that's questions that definitely are at the beginning of the line when they're designing, and then they're going into production, and then it ends the second that the consumer goes to buy, because that's when the consumer's power begins, with the purchasing. That's my take on that. If I were to establish a set of values as a consumer but weren't able to find products that reflected those values, there is a clear shift of responsibility. I think that H&M is actually doing a really good job of being responsible. better than like Forever 21 per se. As a college student, like my budget is H&M. Like I don't have the money to go any higher than that. And for everything that's like across the board in that like category of type of store, like H&M is winning. Like they are trying. They're trying, and that's what's most important to me, is that they are trying. They, like I said several times, they have the HIG. They have so many different like things on their website that just shows that they are trying, and that's what's most important to me, because they're not trying to put up a front, they're just trying to do better. And that's like all any of us are doing is trying, right? So like I gotta be able to give a corporation that's trying the benefit of trying. And yeah, so I'm gonna have the total cost calculated on my doc, which I will be submitting along with the video. And yeah, I really enjoyed this. I'm excited that this was actually something that's feasible for me, and that I can shop off this list now. And there was so many finds that I usually, if I go on like H&M's website, I tend to like just scroll a little bit and then walk away, but I stayed on, and I'm really pleased with all the things that I found. And I know that like H&M, like they have good quality things, and I know that it's gonna last for 5 years, 10. I've had stuff that's already lasted 5 to 10 years from H&M, and it's awesome, and I love it, and I'm excited, and I'm glad I got to do this. Thank you.